Hey guys, it's Hustlémon, and yeah, cheers for dropping by in today's video. So recently the Pokemon boom, as you know, appears to be seeping across into the mainstream world. In fact, I've even got people in my own personal life, I've got friends and family that are more interested in what I'm doing with the current thing that I've got ongoing on my channel and the sealed investment products that I've built over the last 4 years. I'm definitely getting more questions than I've had more recently is in comparison to the last 4 years of my own life. But whilst they do like the idea that I've obviously done this and I, built this portfolio up myself, they feel like it's too late for them. They kind of push themselves back, and I'm paraphrasing over here. They say stuff like this, like, oh, I'm too late to get started, I can't get the older stuff that you have in your collection for a decent price now. So I thought this actually would be a good content video to discuss on my channel, because I know some people right now that come into this hobby have started within the last few months or even the last year. So these are products that are genuinely a few years old, but you can definitely pick it up at a decent price. So I'm going to be bringing you 5 vaulted Pokemon TCG products that are no longer available in big name stores, but you can still grab them at solid prices, and I'll showcase it on today's video as well. So if you are like me and you want to grow your sealed investment collections, then this is a great video for you to get yourself started. And to be fair, all these products I would say are decent prices as well. I borrowed the term vaulted, by the way, in case you're wondering what the word vaulted means. It's actually from Funko Pop. It basically means that they're not available in like retail stores. You're gonna have to go ahead and search it online from secondhand markets like eBay, etc. But there's still online websites out over here that do sell these products. It's just that you're not going to be paying the recommended retail prices for them on no longer. So that's where the word vaulted comes from. I just want to touch upon that, so if people get a bit confused going like, vaulted, does that mean it's in a bank? No. It's literally from the world of Funko Pops. I also want to be one of them guys that rather than me just say, oh, go ahead and get this, get this, get this, these are all products that I actually own myself as part of my sealed investments. And I don't want to be chucking out the ETBs that every other YouTubers have done. There's tons of videos on that out there. I don't think it's going to be doing anyone favor, like, oh, go get the celebrations ETB, go get this ETB, etc. So I'm not going to touch upon that. These are going to be some mix and matches of some different ranges of products. And it also, to be fair, gives me a chance to create a sequel of this video. So if you did appreciate this content, then, eventually down the line, we'll revisit this once again. Without further ado and me rambling on, let's go ahead and discuss these 5 products that I've picked out. So the first product I want to touch upon is the VMAX Dragon Premium Collection Box. I've promoted this twice recently on my channel, and it's in my mind as well. I honestly love this collection box. You've got the Rayquaza, and yes, that's how you do pronounce it. I'm even trying to not say Rayquaza. It's embedded in my mind. But you got the Rayquaza and you got the Drawlin cards over here. You got both the V and the VMAXs along with their jumbo cards over here. And then you get 11 booster packs from the Sword and Shield era, including 1 Evolving Skies. And we know on the second-hand market that goes roughly about 16 to 20 pounds. Right now, at the time of me making this video, you can actually pick this up from Magic Madhouse for 100 pounds, along with eBay as well has it for 100 pounds in there. So not bad, considering that the product initially on launch in 2021 was 55 pounds. I even actually promoted this twice on my YouTube and TikTok shorts, and in fact 3 weeks ago you could have picked up this box for 85 pounds when eBay was doing their 20% offer. And roughly 2 weeks ago, Endgame promoted this product as well for 90 pounds, and that was including free delivery in there. Decent price for this product, and I don't need to explain Rayquaza's popularity to the wider audience. We know he's the main cover of the Emerald era, and at the end of the day, like, that Pokemon is widely loved and respected amongst the wider community. Of course, as a long-term sealed investment, this product's going to do really well. I think I've had this product now for roughly about 2 years, and usually collection boxes I'm a bit wary because they have like tears over time, but this one's quite thick, it's sturdy, even the cardboard feels premium. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I've had this alongside with my ETBs, and by far, to me, this stands out a lot more. Like, it's much more eye-catching, it's much more appealing, and again, the Pokemon itself draws some real power behind the collection box. So definitely want to go ahead and add on to your sealed investment collection. Right, next up guys, we've got the Tyranitar and the Empoleon V Strikers tin that I want to talk about over here. So far I have found it for £24 on this local TCG store in Wales. If you were to spend over £70 you get free delivery. And the reason why I'm singling out these two Pokemon tins in particular is because of a booster pack that comes inside it. You can actually get hold of a 2016 Steam Siege booster pack in there. So what, that is almost 10 years old that set is now. In fact, it came just before XY Evolutions, which we know is a massively famous set in the Pokemon world. Steam Siege, best way I can describe it is the XY Eras version of Shrouded Fable. And yes, whilst the cards, they don't have like a big high value over here. The Gardevoir is obviously the biggest price hitter over there for £23 roughly. I gotta say the artwork's pretty cool. I've been recently eyeing up this Mega Steelix EX, and honestly, it looks like a Steelix, best way I can describe it. If you're having a mushroom trip, it looks freaky as fuck. I love the artwork, I love the design, and I gotta say, I feel like it's underappreciated. And whilst I was actually scouring for these products, I bumped into something on eBay, and I've gotta say, this is an absolute fantastic price. £23 each, £46 in total. You get both tins from this in particular business seller as well on eBay. And I gotta say, like, just having one more left, I was tempted myself. I do like the Tyranitar. I do want to actually add it onto my Black Star promo binder, but ultimately I've got this as a sealed investment products, and maybe one of you guys who's watching this may end up going ahead and grabbing it. Either way, let me know in the comment section if you got hold of these tins or you're going to go ahead and add it onto your collection. But I'll leave this one out there for the wider world. I feel like I'll be at least helping somebody out over there. But if it wasn't the case of me doing this, guys, I'll be honest, this will be right in my basket right now. Right, next up guys, we've got a very recently vaulted product I need to add over here, and that is the Fusion Strike Build and Battle. Originally launched in 2021. It's insane to even say them words, that's almost 5 years old. But this, I would say Fusion Strike overall is like the silver medalist of the Sword and Shield era. Obviously, we know Evolving Skies is through the skies in terms of prices, but Fusion Strike is now starting to creep in, and more people are drawing into this overall set, and that is because it's got some absolute fantastic like big hitters. You got Gengar VMAX, Espeon VMAX, Mew VMAX, 3 massively popular Pokemons over there. Of course, it's going to do well in the future. I have seen it now and then pop up on the TikTok and the eBay stores. If you can snipe it under £30, I do see it like people relisting it on the second-hand market for that price frame, and it is worth going to add it in, considering that obviously it's about £20 when it initially did launch. I do want to touch upon this more in a future video because I made no secrets in the past. I like collecting booster bundles because of how compact and easy they are to store, the sizes. For me, it's perfect. It's a good space saver item. But I've been more and more drawn into seeing like build and battle sets with cool Pokemon like promos inside it. Look at the Fusion Strike. You got Latias and Deoxys, 2 massively popular Pokemons. Obviously, considering that you can only get these promo cards in the build and battle, I'm taking my hedge bet on it that in the future this is going to do well, because you got these 2 famous Pokemons over there alongside with a cool set. Like I said, I don't want to go into it too much right now because it's definitely something I want to cover in the future content, but build and battles is one of those things that I'm dwelling into more and more, and Fusion Strike for me is just one of the cool ones that I have as part of my sealed collection. Right, next up guys, this is the oldest sealed product I'm going to tell you to get hold of as of today, and it's from a very famous year of 2020. We're never going to forget that year anytime soon. But we got the Galarian Sirfetch'd factory sealed, I don't know why I'm saying factory sealed, V collection box over here. And yeah, basically Sirfetch'd, for those of you who want to know, he is Farfetch'd Evolution. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, especially giving him a spring onion as a lance. A bit of a freaky design Pokemon over there, but you know what, I guess they're trying to be a bit creative. Whilst the Pokemon isn't much to talk about, and yes, it's a standard collection box, it's this product that I want to focus on. This in particular thing over here. Can anyone guess it without looking into it? Does anyone know what this is? Well, I'll tell you, it's an XY Evolution booster pack, and that is roughly about £30 these days. It's going on the market. Not long ago, it's £25, but honestly, this is obviously actually going to climb. The booster box right now is about £1,000 as well. XY Evolutions, very famous. Ooh, look at that, even cheaper than £50. Look at that, just by scrolling. So yeah, XY Evolutions, just to give it a quick summary, it's basically a I say a reprint version of like all the 90s cards. You got the same illustration of all the Pokemon. So for those of us who were from the 90s who grew up with Pokemon and collected Pokemon cards, we would recognize the design of them. It's just like the outer borders and the frame that got basically revamped. But the collectors obviously sought after these items because of the familiarity behind it, the whole honoring the legacy and celebrating its 20th birthday by doing this. Like genuinely, this product in the future is going to do really well. I was basically saying if you hold on to an XY Evolution booster pack, it would be equivalent to what we pay for a fossil pack right now. I'm going to go ahead and take that as a punt, because obviously if we're talking about time frame, that's what we'll be looking at. Yeah, XY Evolutions, really like desired set. A lot of collectors want it. A lot of people are after this sort of like products these days. I would say be careful as well, because just beforehand I spotted this. I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? Seeing this collection box, it's just one person selling a single booster pack from inside over there. So when you are doing these sort of like purchases from all the sets, just be a bit more vigilant. Take a look at it, check their feedback, check their product descriptions. You know, if you're spending this much money on an old school product, do give it a bit more of a thorough thought before you go ahead and just randomly purchase it. I don't want you guys to go out there and make a mistake. But yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and discuss the final product of today's video. Right, guys, this is the final product I'm going to touch upon. I purposely left this to the last because I'm going to dwell into it a bit more over here in comparison to the others. And this is the Pokemon Spring 2021 V Forces tin. You got actually an option of 3 Pokemons to choose from. You got Lucario, Mew and Slowbro V, and we're going to focus on Slowbro V more in particular today and explain the reason why. Firstly, right, if you go and have a look at a YouTube montage of all these tins, there seems to be a very common theme that pops up over here. Lucario, for example, is almost guaranteed to have an Evolving Skies booster pack in there out of your 4 selections that you get hold of. And of course, that you know, we don't need to talk about Evolving Skies. Mew seems to get more and more as its 4th hit, the Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion and Burning Shadows. However, it's the Slowbro one that's got me a bit more curious, and you know what they say, curiosity kills the cat. Firstly, you get 2 Vivid Voltages booster packs in there, which has the Pika Chunk, the Rainbow Pika Chunk in there, massive hitter. Then you can get hold of the Sun and Moon Era base, or one of the Sun and Moon Era earlier version booster packs in there, which again is quite cool, seeing something that's a couple of years old now. But the final selection, guys, you either get Evolving Skies, which of course anyone's going to be happy with. You get the Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion or Burning Shadows. Now, I'll be honest, they're not the 2 best ones from Sun and Moon era, but still wicked. You know, you got something from that time frame. But the final selection, the final last option that comes into this is Breakpoint from the X and Y era. This is insane. Look at the Pokemon listings over here. Like, check this out. Gyarados, one of my top 6, Espeon, Ho-Oh, Darkrai, Sizer. Like, imagine me pulling one of these and I'm going to go ahead and definitely get it graded. Greninja as well. Like, look at the names. It all stand out over there. They're all recognizable Pokemon. I'm hoping to get hold of one of these. I'm hoping to see an XY era Pokemon over here. Booster pack. Because honestly, it would be absolutely incredible just to rip one open for this channel. So, just to showcase it, because it's unfortunate now, you can see I purchased this for this channel at $28.99. I've censored out my own personal information, I have to. But delivered on 22nd of March, return date, as you can see, it's this year. So I'm not lying to you guys. But we got it. We got it right over here. And the curiosity kills the cat. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm a bit cautious of the editing, so I'm going to make this as another part of the video. So if you're watching this today, in maybe 2-3 days, maybe even just 2 days, I'll upload a video of me actually unboxing this and discussing it more in length in regards to it. But yeah, I purchased one. I've seen it more and more. Chaos Card had it a couple of days ago as well, so do go ahead and just keep an eye on this product. The Slowbro one is definitely one of those ones that I say has the variety options. But if you want to go ahead and do some product research more, or even if you know about these tins, help out your Vida community and do us a favor, just comment and go, look, the Mew tin could even have the breakpoint in there, by the way. And you know, this will all be helpful for the Vida community, so I appreciate anyone who does take the time out to do that. that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it over there. I think we've covered enough over here. Hopefully the collection and the sealed product investment advice does help you guys out over there. If you want to just do me a favor and support this channel, then obviously it goes massively appreciated if you hit that like button. It helps out over there. I'm curious to know if there's anything else that you guys felt like I could have covered. Like I said, there is definitely more. I will probably make a sequel. I just won't give it a time frame as to when, but if you did enjoy the content, then you can share that thoughts over here. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go and crack this bad boy open and see what we get. And, you know, if you happen to be watching this a couple of days later, you can go ahead and check that video out now. If you happen to be watching it straight away, I'm sorry, guys. It's a bit of a teaser trailer, but ooh, end it right there.